Hello all, Tot here with a new video, and I said I'd do it. I went to another tournament this last Saturday, and I looked up my tournaments, and I've only been about 6 of them, really. So I thought I'd done a lot more, but I've actually found out you can actually look up what tournaments you do. I think it's a very powerful feature. If you do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I'd highly recommend using it. As again, I use tournaments for data collection to be specific. And I went against two guys who were very good wrestlers. And I'm not a very good wrestler. Also, one of them put me in knee on belly. And you know what? I know it's funny. When you're in a tournament, you don't know really what to do. Okay, you don't. You just don't. I haven't figured it out yet. Again, after 6 tournaments, I still don't know. But you can get some conclusions, drive some ideas, because I know how to escape knee on belly. I do. I just haven't put in that position a lot more recently, and I kicked myself for that because it could have got me better ahead. It would have been better. I don't know if it got me the win, but a good escape out of a good pin is changing. It changes the whole match. A good sweep, a good reversal. That's why I've been working on my sweep game as well. And this taught me to work on my wrestling. Now, yes, I do love judo. I frequently do it. Main reason is I have neck problems. I don't get sprawled on. Also, if you do it too far away, it would be Guillotine City. I've been to Guillotine City too many times to say that. And yeah, this was a time to think, to reconvene on my thoughts. I told I did good by my coach. I'm grateful for that. Not say they're wrong. And 2 of my other teammates got silver. I'm glad they did. One was their first tournament, one was I think their third, I think. Don't remember that well. But it's like we can all grow together. I think that's the beautiful thing about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Going forward, I'm going to focus more on takedowns and wrestling. Because, yeah. Especially wrestling defenses, I think I should focus on more. Because I have the idea that if you're going to learn a technique, you got to learn it both ways. Offense and defense. You feel much more comfortable on either side of them. I took bronze. Again, it's like my 4th bronze medal or so. And you know what? I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm not disappointed in myself. You know what? I went out again. That was the first month I think I've done 2 tournaments back to back or semi back to back, and it was eye-opening, to say the least. It's nice to win. Again, I showed you my silver and gold medals, but I think you got to primarily use tournaments as data. And I've got a lot of data of what I did wrong, what I could do better. I think I work on my wrestling. I need to work on my mobility. My shoulder got a little tweaked. I'm going to be out for about a week, which is fine. I can use that time to do more solo drills, do more instructional, learn more. You see, because you're not out until you're out. Because I've met people in this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game with a lot more injuries than me, and they still do it. And I'm thinking about longevity. So, yeah. I'm taking a week off, and this is like my first... Yeah, it's my first week off that I chose to. The first one, I was out for about 2 weeks because... I don't know if you all know what a bow and arrow choke is. It can be done in the no-gi, I think, but gi is where it's at. This person a person, very strong, very young, younger than me by about half, got me in a bow and arrow. Now, listen. This changed my life, my whole view on Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because this guy didn't know how to close on the bow and arrow choke. It hurt my neck very bad. He cranked it. He cranked it very hard. And I was out for 2 weeks in pain. Not massive pain, but noticeable. So yeah, I'm thinking longevity, not thinking victory. Again, I want to win. Just for myself, really. I don't really want to prove anything to anybody else. I'm not that insecure about my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So yeah, I'd say if you're going to go to tournaments, use them as a diagnostics tool, a data. And then pinpoint where you were at, what went wrong. And yeah, that is my tournament update. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe.